it is free chatting time again. So I still have a few messages come to me asking me the questions of can I prove to public that the so-called impulse momentum in this Wing Chun matrix books is indeed Wing Chun, not other arts which is I copy from somewhere and made it up. So that's the question, okay? So do Hendrik copy whatever, create something, and then put it in the Wing Chun matrix book, call it the Wing Chun impulse momentum? It's a good question, and I can answer you, okay? Openly, right? Now, we need to be careful when we study traditional Chinese martial arts, especially when we deal with Chinese terms. Okay? Chinese terms. Many people in our time do not understand fully or clearly or accurately what is Chinese terms or Chinese terminology. I like to get into a very simple term that we all know about it and we all talk about it. We all even repeat it. Okay? And that term is what? Kuen Fatt. Fist method. Usually people say Kuen is fist and then Fatt is method. Kuen Fatt. In Mandarin is Chun. In Cantonese is Kuen Fatt. Okay? Now, do we really know what is Kuen Fatt mean? Per ancient China? Ancient Chinese? Per ancient Chinese, Kuen, fist, meaning the form, the shape. What is Fatt? Fatt means the dynamics of impulse momentum characteristic of that form or that style. So when you study a martial art, you need to study the Fatt, the dynamic handling of the impulse momentum. That's called Fatt of the Kuen. You don't study Kuen, which is the shape, without the Fatt. So in other words, is that, like it or not, you know, Wing Chun for hundreds of years is called the Southern, a type of variations of Southern short strike, 短打, short strike art. And if it is a short strike art, it has to have the short strike Fatt or short strike impulse momentum dynamics. Now, in that Wing Chun matrix book I wrote, that is the common denominator of traditional Chinese short strike art. So disregard of Wing Chun this, Wing Chun that, or whatever. As soon as it is a traditional Chinese martial art and it is named for hundreds of years, everybody knows that it is a variation of short strike art. You call it a short strike art. Well, the Fatt, the dynamic of impulse momentum handling, better follow that common denominator of the short strike art since General Qi Ji Guang time downward to 1930 is in writing. Okay? That's what it is. You cannot have the Kuen, which is a form here, and then you design your own Fatt. That's not valid. It doesn't make sense in the Chinese culture. Okay? In that book, I just put the common denominator of the short strike, and which is consistent with Wing Chun riding. That's all. I didn't add anything in. Okay? So if anyone want to investigate on it, that's good. But then please make sure, understand about this, the so-called Kuen Fatt. What is Kuen? What is Fatt? When you study a martial art, you need to study the Kuen Fatt. Kuen is the form, okay, it's a close quarter fighting. Fatt is the momentum handling. And the Fatt is the first priority, not the techniques or not the form. Because the form without the Fatt is empty. Well, you like to argue with me. You like to debate with me. Sure. Show your evidence. But I can show you an evidence today. Okay? This is the Booby Shi reprint from Taiwan. Okay, the Kyushu Booby Shi reprint. Okay, you see all this ancient writing. Okay, and you can see that it is recommended by White Crane Grandmaster. All good. Page 74. Page 74. We clearly explain what is Fatt, what is Kuen. Okay? See, the issue is this. The issue is that are we going to follow what the ancestors said, or are we just going to go our own way, do whatever we want? And when I wrote this, the reason why I get to the Qi Guang down to Shaolin Short Strike, I can continuous going on and on with the evidence, is you got to have a solid evidence on things, right? So when you want to learn something of a short strike, you have to know the momentum. You cannot say, well, I stand here and my hand this way, is this shape, this form, that is short strike. That's Wing Chun. No, you cannot do it, because as soon as it's Chinese martial art, it has to have Kuen and Fatt. And the Fatt, if it's short strike, since 500 years ago, it never changed. Because it is a short strike art. A long fist is a long fist. So, I'm a messenger. Don't shoot this messenger. Go do the homework. Go study. Can I be wrong? Sure, I can be wrong. But let's show evidence of what it is. Talk rationally with evidence. Otherwise, we're going to distort the Chinese culture. We're going to distort Wing Chun. So as every art. Okay? And that's why I said I show you that book. You can still buy it from Taiwan, the Kyushu Booby Shi, and all this White Crane Grandmaster who recommended it and so forth. And you see all those people who research and doing that with the collecting and then so forth. So you cannot say, well, because Hendrik say it's wrong, and the people who is a grandmaster, all they say they are right, right? And I don't want it to be right. I don't want to be right. I just want to present whatever it is as it is. Otherwise, I'm going to screw everybody. That is the bottom line. So this is to share with you today. Remember, Kuen Fatt, Chun Fatt. Chun meaning the form, the force, the form. Fatt meaning the momentum handling, the timing, the dynamic. You need to learn both. And both have to come together in order to have a complete understanding or holistic understanding or comprehensive understanding of the art. Until that is fully comprehend and developed, one really don't know the art per ancient descriptions or standard. Okay? So don't shoot at me, because I tell whatever it is as it is. If you can find any other data to prove different, I'm open for it. Because I don't want to attach to what I'm saying, but when it is according to the Chinese tradition, Chinese culture, let's not change it because of I like it, you like it. So this is for you today.